Hello friends, it's your favorite neighborhood nerd, Simone, and I just talked about all of my projects, my inky projects that I did in 2024. These were some of my favorite inks. I don't have all of them left. I actually gave away some of the samples that I used. So there are some inks that I loved but still gave away. Weird. Yeah, I wondered too when I put all of this together why that happened. But this is all the inks I loved in 2024, and now I would like to share my top 5 inks of 2024 with you. I'm going to start with number 5 and then go all the way to number 1. Maybe you already guessed which ones those were. They were included in here. I want to show you just before I start, I accidentally dropped some water into this ink splotch, and look how it's separated into a darker and then the blue things right here. It just looks super fantastic. So my tools of choice, let's see if that is going to work out, is this swizzle stick. I want to do a weep right here with the ink and then write the name, and that's it. But all right, so number 5 we have Waterman Tender Purple. This is an amazing ink. I really enjoy all of the Waterman inks that I own. I'm using Serenity Blue for testing my pens. It's not an ink that I would write with, but it's super affordable. It works well. And I also have Waterman Inspired Blue. This is a lovely turquoise. This Waterman Tender Purple is obviously purple, and it's very vibrant, has a tiny bit of a purple green sheen. And I just really enjoy how this ink looks in my pens, and especially not just how it looks in my pens, but also how it performs in my pens. It's a very well-behaved ink. It doesn't stain the pen, and I currently have it in my Pelikan M800. And it writes it absolutely lovely. So Waterman Tender Purple. Maybe I need to bring out my Kakimori nib. I don't know. Yes, I do. I want to bring it out to write. I think that's going to be nicer. The next ink, it was really hard picking favorites, especially because one of those is, as far as I'm concerned, as I have done my research, is not available any longer. But it's just so lovely. Let's push this further up. On spot number 4, I put Colorverse Brain. It's part of their glistening series, and it's available in a 30 milliliter bottle. I just love the base color as well as the shimmer of this ink, and I cannot wait to put this into one of my Pilot Parallel nibs. I think it's going to be absolutely great to do that. So let me put this ink down here. I know there are so many people who can do this with these swizzle sticks that looks so much nicer than me. This is the first time that I'm actually using it, but I just really love how this ink looks, and the shimmer, it's right over here. So color, Brain. Colorverse Brain is on my spot number 4. Then on spot number 3 is an ink that I actually have these 3 inks on my inked in pens, 4 inks inks inked in pens. Only the ink on spot number 1 is not in a pen. Maybe I need to change that. It is Kobe number 57 Hydrangea. This ink, I have had this in my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande with a number 8 titanium nib since the middle of October, I believe. It is now the beginning of December and it's still in there, and it just performs so nicely. This is the first time that I can see that this ink isn't super dry, at least not in that pen. And where I am not bothered by the chromo shading properties of this ink. Kobe, well, Kobe number 57 Hydrangea. It feels like there was still some left. Oh, I hope I did not contaminate this ink. That would be so devastating. I have not been able to purchase a bottle yet. My dealer of choice, I don't know where you can get Kobe inks, but the dealer that I purchased them from, Van Ness, I believe is sold out since I checked their site last. I hope they will get it back in stock at some time, and then I'm totally going to get one of those ink bottles. I do have most of the inks that I actually loved in 2024 are bottled inks. However, this one is still a sample. And number 2, I already pulled it out. Waringul Kyunghui is a sample. And this is the ink that I haven't found to be able to be purchased. Unfortunately, I'm super sad. I love how vibrant this ink is. This is such a deep yellow, and I would love to own a bottle of this ink. Unfortunately, I don't, so I have to make do with the leftover sample. I'm super sad about that, actually, because this is the very first, I believe, yellow. Is this yellow? What do you think? What color is this? That is legible, performs nicely, and is just so vibrant and so good. So good. So let's see. Oh, wrong pen. Really? And now I'm wasting ink? Unbelievable. If you have Kyunghui and you are thinking of getting rid of it, remember me and reach out. I'd love to get my hands on one of those. Waringul Kyunghui. So lovely. I cannot get over how much I love this ink. So I used this in October for my sample project Ink Down 31 inks, 31 pens, 31 days. And it's still inked in the pen. I used this one. No, I inked this up in November because I wanted to try out how the ink performed in the pen. So lovely. And then on spot number 1, this ink was an ink that I used in May, also as a sample first, and then I purchased it. I don't really remember when, but I purchased a bottle because I knew that I wanted to have this ink in my stash. Maybe you have noticed or seen in my other video that I actually purchased bottles of most of the inks that I really enjoyed, which is good. I think now I have a really good selection of ink bottles, and I'm hoping, let's just wait and see what happens. But I am really hoping that I'm not going to add more. So Spot number 1 on my top 5 inks of 2024 is Tatsuya Ume Murasaki. I just can't get over how absolutely stunning this ink looks. It performs so nicely in my pen. It had such a good flow. And let's just put this down here. I love how it goes down this murky color with this green on top and then pink down below, and then how it dries into this more dusty, almost purple leaning color. It's, yeah. Interestingly, my top ink of 2023 was an ink that was behaving very similarly, going down as a different ink color and then drying to another one. It's this one. 2023 favorite was this one. It does not look as intriguing on this paper, which is Cosmo Air Light, but on Tomoe River paper, this ink is very similar in behavior, not in color, obviously, to Tatsuya. Oh, wow. See, this is what I mean. This is so wet. Well, of course, I do have a lot of ink on this nib, but it's just performing so well. All right, what are your top 5 inks of 2024? I would hope, or what I tried to do was put inks here, and I think Tender Purple I tried using in a different pen in 2023, but I tried to pick inks that I used for the first time in 2024. So what are your top 5 inks that you used for the first time in 2024 that made your top 5 list that you, if available, you would love to go out and purchase a bottle of? These are my 5. I have only 2 bottles, but then no, I have 3 bottles. Oh my gosh, I can't talk anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Bottled inks, samples. And here is my call out to you. If you have Wearingul Kyunghui and you are trying to let go of it because you're not too attached, let me know, hit me up. I'm really happy to purchase it from you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye.